All right. Should be good to go. Um, okay, let's go. Um, uh, I was actually like considering not streaming, but I was like, I didn't stream yesterday. I don't think I did, right? Dude, these days have just been so weird for me. Past couple days. Yeah, I think this was. Yeah, 24th. Okay. But yeah, I want to stream earlier. It's just, I don't know. I get like sucked up with like certain things, and I just like I do side quests, I guess, before stream starts or when I want to stream. Hello, Cadences. Thanks for good luck. But yeah, I definitely need to just like lock in and like practice a bit more. I think I'm okay. Like this run honestly isn't like that bad. Yo, Cadences. Appreciate the resub. 6 months. Nice. Half a year. That's sick. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I think I should be fine. There's like a couple things that are scary, but like it's just really the beginning of the run. And like the one thing I need to just practice, like out of anything, is click clockwood early. Like the rest of the run is pretty like consistent. If something bad happens, it's not gonna lose that much time. I do need to like probably make a practice, or not a practice file, but a backup file. I might make 3 of them, like one that's at the beginning of the run, one that's in the middle of the run, and then one that's closer to the end. Damn. I don't trust these fucking Champas, dude. Alright, that was fine. Ah, come on. Nice. That was so weird. angle. Yeah, I'm thinking about like maybe trying out any percent glitchless. I've been talking a lot about it in the Banjo Discord. Fucking hell. Not on Xbox, but probably on N64, because I actually don't know if it's faster on Xbox. I assume it's not. Dude. Good thing I'm at optimal health. What's up, Banal? 7 days. Not yet. Fucking hell. Hold on. I guess not. I can do this. Rip. 7 business days. Yeah, because my run's on Friday next week. I'll be in Seattle on Thursday, though. Yo, BSR Benny. Dude, that was crazy. What's up, occurs? Yeah, complete and utter dog shit RBB because of that mistake, so it's a bit unfortunate. What's up, Alvin? LARP maxing, yeah. Dude! That's crazy. I don't think I've ever done that. That is crazy. I should probably just I should just continue, but because that is actually, that's not a full 40 seconds. The world may never know who BSR Benny is. It could be my alternate self in an alternate dimension. He is Marvel Jesus? What? Deadpool? We need Banjo Jesus to come back. I don't know who that is, but they need to come back. Trep? I do want Trep to come back, though. Especially in Hundo, because Xbox has, like, his record and his skill is a lot better than his current record right now. And he could definitely beat the N64 time on Xbox, which would be pretty cool. Because, like, Xbox, for the longest time, except for, I guess, the past couple years, has kind of been considered, like, the slowest version of the game. Or, like, a very slow version of the game because of no text skip. And there's just been a lot of advancements when it comes to, like, bit clips and routing that's really set it apart, I guess, from N64 in its unique way. And I don't know, 100% is pretty similar. Because, like, there isn't any, like, exclusive glitches you do in Hundo on Xbox. There's, like, exclusive, like, features that you use, like note saving and Jinjo saving, but I don't think there's any, like, exclusive glitches that only work on Xbox that are used in Hundo. Dude. I've been kind of consistent with, like, not getting hit there. Now I'm not. Now I'm not consistent. Come on. Come on. Wow, 140 consecutive streams for Banal. That's pretty crazy. What's up, Small Snare? Thanks to Good Luck. Dude. Oh yeah, that is true, like, being able to watch the VOD like 24 hours after the stream is, like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. I feel like it should just be like, if you literally catch the stream live, maybe there could be like two different tiers of that, like one where it's just like watching the VOD within a 24-hour range, and then the other one just like actually being live, or like being in the stream when it's live. PAX West is next week, my run there. It is, I think if you type !PAX West in the chat, it should pop up with information about that. Did I still not, like, edit that to put the date? Maybe I did that on... I might have done that on the YouTube side, but not on the Twitch side. Oops. I need to edit that, because, yeah, it's on September 4th, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. And what's really cool about it, compared to some other runs that are being showed there, is that I'll be doing my run on the PAX Arena, which is like a big stage in the exhibit hall. And so, I won't be in like a panel room like the other runners. And I'm like, I think only one of 2 runs that's doing that, which is pretty cool that they chose me for it. Oh, I'm thinking this is the other room. This is a pretty bad RBB though, anyways. Ooh, camera. Don't jump into any foam pits. Yeah, I know, dude. There was a one streamer that like broke her back. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but at TwitchCon like a couple years ago, like they had like a ball pit on like basically the concrete floor, and there was like no padding. And they had people jump into it. And like I think a couple people like had to go to the hospital because they like broke certain bones, and someone broke their back. Like it was pretty bad. But that was at TwitchCon. That wasn't at any of the PAXs. I don't know who ended up. I don't know what company did that, but I think it was. I don't think it was Twitch. I think it was like a company that was at the event or at the convention. But yeah, I don't think it was Twitch. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. I would love to go to TwitchCon though. It's not too far away from me. San Diego is only like a couple hours from where I'm from, so. I would have rather got into TwitchCon and then PAX West because it's a lot closer and it would have been like way cheaper. And I think like a lot more of my IRLs would have went on the trip with me. I actually am having 2 of my IRL friends commentate the run, so. One of them has played a little bit of Banjo. The other one has as well, but they're not like super familiar with Banjo or even speedrunning. But they do know like a lot about like the glitches and stuff because I tell them about it, so. Maybe I'll have him hop in the stream one time. For the run. Can I get this damn Jiggy? Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna give him some notes. Yeah, they are both like familiar with a lot of the N64 catalog and stuff, and so they'll like playing on an N64, so they can definitely comment on like how laggy N64 is compared to like the this version, the Xbox version. I don't know about speech cards, but I mean they don't. I'm probably just gonna do most of the explaining because I. You know, pretty much know like how most things work in this game. But I'll definitely like they're kind of there to like kind of react to the run because they haven't really watched the full run yet, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time. Cause it's always good to like have an outside perspective on like the run, just so that like if they're confused about an explanation, they can just say that and be like, "Can you explain that again?" And that's like really valuable, you know? Ah, dude. Damn. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was on the gamers. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to like beat the game before we head out to Seattle. I hooked up one of my commentators with like the Xbox version on Xenia on PC, so geez, yeah, this is awful. It just hates. I need to fix that. Remind me next run to just like disable Nightbot's moderation privileges. Because that's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't do that on Twitch. It's so weird. No. Yeah, I don't know about this one, chat. That's like 40 seconds. Probably more now because I kind of stood around for like 2 seconds. This run kind of sucks, so I might kill it. I do also need to like practice FP early a bit too, because I'm not like super consistent with it. Yeah, like that was just awful. I don't know why. That angle was just really bad, and I'm like doing it way too quickly. So man, I need to get my headphones working again though. I think I just need to get like a USB hub or something. But every time I've tried one, like it like bugs out and like doesn't let me connect like multiple like it doesn't let me connect like 2 cameras at the same time, or like because it considers like the capture card a camera, so it's also hard to be like really precise on Xbox just because of, you know, how the controls are. I will say on 360 though, it is a lot better than Xbox One, like control wise. Like it's way more. It's you know, this is the this is the platform where, you know, it was meant to be played, I guess. It was designed to be played on this version of the game, so it makes sense that like the controls are better on here. I think they're just like way more precise. They're not like super precise. Like I'm holding down right now, and yeah, it's not really going down too much. It should. All right. Another run. But yeah, I also like. Oh yeah, let me configure Nightbot. Yeah, this is the. So what's really stupid about Nightbot though is that it's not like combined into like your YouTube and Twitch profiles are not combined for Nightbot. And so it's really annoying to have to like switch in between accounts, because I have a YouTube and Twitch account. So regulator, where is that? Chat moderation, there we go. Excessive caps disabled. Alright. Okay, yeah, that should do it. I think that fixed it, so maybe try now. Maybe try typing something in all caps, Alvin. What's up, Pocket Kid? Oh, doesn't let me like see YouTube emotes on this chat. That's weird. I was also thinking about maybe doing like a stream this week where I'm just like going through the no DCW route so I can make save states for you know, for practice. Because I got rid of the save states because of the glitch exhibition at SGDQ, so. Because unfortunately Nintendo only gives you 4 save states. At least per like game version. And per profile. I wish it would give you more. Because it should just give you enough to where like the restriction should just be how much storage you have on your system. Like that should be the restriction of how many save states you can have. But because I think they're only like 8 megabyte files, right? Because it's just actually, well, I guess for Tooie, I think it would be 16 because they use 16 megabytes of RAM. But I don't know if anything else is being stored in the save state. Dude. But yeah, I thankfully remembered to actually like, because I totally forgot about the deadline for commentators. Dude? I actually wonder how much time that loses. I'm kind of curious. Because, like, would it be worth to just die? I think it would probably, like, in a marathon setting, I think it would probably be more worth to die because of note saving, and then just getting a backup somewhere. It's kind of funny, wait. Dude! So does it, I wonder if this is like one of the only spots in the game where the slope timer just doesn't exist, because I think it, when the thing is moving and you're not in Talon Trot, it immediately causes you to slide, which is I think that they did in Termite Tower. World record run incoming, hopefully. I'm hoping for one. That's not really, I guess, my goal right now. My goal, you know, is just to practice, but I am definitely capable of getting another record. And it's definitely possible. It's just, I don't really have, like, too much practice in areas that, like, I'm not that confident in if I get a run past Click Lockwood, that I would have like a consistent run after that. And I think like one of the major problems is that I can't do ILs on Xbox that easily right now because the practice ROM is still pretty bare bones. But yeah, what can you do except just be patient? What's up, ESPN 64? I appreciate that small snare. Yeah, I just, you don't, like Murphy's Law, like you don't know what type of run you're gonna get in a marathon setting. It just kind of plays out how it plays out. You get one shot, and if it's a bad run, it's a bad run. If it's a good run, it's a good run. Like you can't really tell. Like you can definitely practice and stuff to be more consistent, but I'm telling you, like there's just a lot of shit that can happen in an environment that you're not used to. And yeah, I would say I'm pretty prepared. Like all my no resets have been underestimates, so but I don't know how if that's gonna translate to like the actual run at the marathon at PAX, Dude, what the hell? Ah. Hey, what's up, Buzzard Chris? Thanks for blessing the run. Yo, small snare. Appreciate the $10 super chat. That's sick. That actually might be one of my first ever super chats. That's sick. I appreciate that, dude. Ah! Oh, that was... Oh, you were banned by Nightbot? Oh, yeah, I got rid of it, though. The caps thing, so... I didn't realize you were timed out. That's funny. My bad. Thankfully, it wasn't for too long. Wait, I think I might have to like manually add the super chats to the tip goal. Yeah, I was looking at the follower account on... Nice, okay, that guy's just not there. I was looking at the follower account on Twitch, today, and yeah, we're definitely pretty close to 1,000 followers, which is pretty crazy. I didn't realize that we're like that close. I remember when we were at like 300 followers like yesterday. I did it again. Why do I keep thinking that's the other room? I don't think I've ever done that. Damn. Yeah, the underwater color tint, yep. Yeah, a couple maps in the final game, like, for example, this map and the Rusty Bucket Bay, like any map that has water in it, Rusty Bucket Bay, changes the water tint to be black, I think. And I think Clinker's Cavern also does that, but it changes it to be like yellowish. Yeah, like every other map in the game is just standard blue, like this one. But there's a infamous temple test map that was kind of just used during development to like, I don't know why they made it, but it was just like a test level, and the map ID for that is actually left in the final game. It's map ID 3. We didn't actually know that until recently because the Evercade devs actually gave us like the full list of all the unused map names, so we were able to figure out that the temple test level actually had custom underwater color, and it was teal. It was like, and I was able to add that color to Nostalgia 64 because that ROM hack actually recreates the temple test level near the end of the game, and yeah, I got it working and got the approval from Kirko to add it to the recomp version, and yeah, I think it's already in the Lighthouse version. I'm still working on adding it to the recomp version because I need like a special patch file or something so I can test it before making the update. See the new tint? Yeah, it's pretty sick. I actually have a map select mod that you can just use to warp there. The map is Bubblegoop Swamp Tank Top, if you're curious. That's the map that Nostalgia 64 replaces with the temple test level. I think it would be really cool though to like try to get ROM hacks like working, or like custom maps working on Xbox, because the way the data is stored is like basically identical once you decompress the assets. So I bet you could add like custom maps pretty easily in like the exact same way that most of the modding tools like edits those like data sets, so I don't know if they may have changed some stuff in the Xbox version, like how the game processes textures, because they added high resolution textures, and the original game only supports like 64 by 64 textures or whatever, so. Yeah, it's pretty sick. There's also something else that Wetarobi actually found, because of those like new map ID names, and it's like a test. Oh, nice. What? Holy fuck, dude, that's crazy. Because I was moving. It was a test lens flare effect setup, I guess. That was used on one of the test maps that we know of now. It was like map ID 5 or something. I don't even want to continue this. This is so bad. I'm gonna lose time in spring 2 now because of that. I have to die while talking to Mumbo so that it clears the text box. And now I have to talk to him. And it actually loses a ton of time. Like, I think 10 plus seconds. Dude? Really? I can get FP early, but I can't get 450 skip. That's so strange. It's literally the same. It's the same glitch. Yeah, in the final game, there's only a couple levels that use it, or maps, I guess. And I guess they were using the temple test level to test it out. Dude? Honestly, I'm gonna take like 10 minutes to just practice this shit. They patched that out of bounds on Evercade. Because the game runs at 60 FPS. That's just not gonna work. What am I doing? Like, that's horrible. That's like actually just atrocious. Like, why would I even beat bomb at that point? Yeah, I think we also figured out that that this map was supposed to be split into 2. Oh, why am I doing FP early? I'm supposed to be practicing for 50 skip. I'm not used to practicing specifically 450 skip with that. I mean, it doesn't matter though. Like the important thing is like clip, because usually it's like pretty much guaranteed I can get into the loading zone after I clip. And it goes for FP early as well. Like the main thing is just clipping. man. I applied to like fucking 20 jobs today. It was ridiculous. A lot of positions opened up today. But yeah, also apparently that temple test level map also had the TDC skybox at one point. It may have been after they showed it off at E3 97, so they might have internally changed it to test the skybox. Because it was something different in E3 97. Actually, no, I don't think it was. I don't know though. In footage though, of like B-roll footage or something, I think it has a different skybox. Unless TDC, I mean, we know that TDC had pretty much the same skybox as the final game at E3, but I don't know. There's some questions that need to be answered about that for sure. Dude. His hands in the intro are like humongous compared to his hands like in-game, so that might be a bit crazy, but if they were like edited to be a little bit smaller, then I think it'd be okay. Maybe it'd be a cool addition. Damn, okay. Fuck me then. I can't get that. I don't think I've ever done it there. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for Funder to like finally get his goal time with Recomp, because yeah, I think he might go over to Xbox afterwards, which would be pretty sick. And I think he said he wants to run like unrestricted any % with POG, so that'll definitely be interesting. Because I don't think we've really had like a prestigious record holder come from N64 to like get records on Xbox. It's kind of strange that it's never happened, because like I feel like at least with the any % categories, like Xbox definitely offers a lot of uniqueness, I guess, or like compared to N64. But I don't know. It's just a lot of just, I want to stick to one platform and don't want to hop over to multiple. That's kind of the main drawback, and especially like it's on a different controller, and I don't know. I've never really had that. I had major problems with switching between consoles, but I don't know. Gotta invite people to speedrun the game at PAX. Or like say at PAX you should speedrun Banjo. I guess I could say that. I do that every time. I'm like, if you want to run Banjo, go to the Banjo Speedrun Discord, go to speedrun.com. Say that like every time, but what's up, taking username 96? Yeah, POG is just positive lap glitch, and it basically allows you to duplicate notes. Not by directly doing the glitch, but just by what it allows you to do, I guess. Without going like too deep into it. And in this category, we don't do that glitch, and we collect all 810 notes in order to beat the game. It's kind of the main collectible of this run, and I guess any percent category, because we don't have a way to skip past the 810 note door, unfortunately. Yeah, you should learn bit clips day fucking one. Honestly though, I have seen like a lot of runners that are like OOT runners, or like that come from like very technical games like that. They actually don't have that hard of a time learning bit clips. I remember there a VOBat basically learned Mad Monster Mansion early and Quick Lockwood early within like a couple of days, which is pretty crazy for someone with like no experience with bit clips, because it takes a while for you to kind of get used to bit clips and figure out like what exactly you need to look for and what you need to practice on, and like the muscle memory of it too. Because like when I was learning bit clips, like it was really hard to understand like what I was doing wrong, and like once you understand like what you're doing wrong, that's like the #1 skill you can have to like do them consistently. Yeah, it's kind of it's Xbox exclusive, so if you're familiar with N64 runs, you know, they obviously don't have that trick, so because it's Xbox exclusive, and it's kind of new as well. It hasn't been around for a while. I think it's been around since 2023, so it's only been a couple years. Because this used to be like standard any percent, like doing using the B a lot, like reverse B adventure. Like you're probably familiar with that if you're familiar with Banjo. But yeah, in the new route, in the new POG route, we don't use the B, so we use that new glitch. But yeah, this rusty bucket bay kind of sucks. Yeah, the pause overlap glitch route is pretty rough. I would say it's probably like the optimal route, at least. Like, there's 2 frame perfect tricks in the run. You don't actually have to do it in order to like get like a really good time in the category, but if you want to go for a record, like, it's just really annoying to deal with those because there's so many run killers in that category, and then on top of like it's just so much. But it is a pretty short category. It's only like 30 minutes long. I believe the record is a 35:09 by Trep, so hopefully some days, like someone like Thunder, for example, that's why I was talking about it earlier, will actually get a pretty optimal time in the category. Yeah, there's a few problems with the Xbox version. Overall, it's pretty good. I think it's just a lot of minor stuff that are a bit rough around the edges, but I think like in total this is like a pretty good port of the game, especially for something that came out in 2008. Like, there's a lot of bad ports out there of like N64 games like Glover. Even like, I know Sonic Adventure DX is pretty bad when it comes to like being accurate to the Dreamcast version. But this is like pretty accurate, I would say, to the N64 version and of like the quality and the improvements and stuff like that are pretty good, and it's like very I guess it's just very similar and doesn't stray too far away from the N64 version. Yeah, I honestly actually kind of forgot that. I think he did say that he wanted to go back and get all N64 records before Xbox, but I think he'll probably do that first, actually. Is go back and get my record that I currently have. He wants to probably bot me in any percent no FFM and in any percent restricted no FFM, because those got added pretty recently because we had a complete split across the entire leaderboard of FFM and no FFM for every category. Yeah, like, especially, like, I feel like with the Xbox version of Tooie, that game can be really laggy on real hardware, and it's just nice to have that as an option. There are a lot of, I would say Tooie, it has a lot more crazy, stupid changes than BK does. I think most of the stuff they do in BK is pretty good. I think note saving, like a lot of, it's a kind of a, not a heated topic. I don't think it's like super, like I don't think anybody's gonna say, oh, you didn't play the game correctly if you played with note saving, like you're a pussy and you can't beat the game normally. I don't think anybody really says that, but I know people like prefer the challenge and stuff, which is totally fair, of like having to collect the notes in one go. Yeah, I would say, like, for BK, I don't really have, like, a preferred, like, main version. They both have their, like, pros and cons, and I, like, love playing them both, so. But for Tooie, I would say casually, I would probably prefer the Xbox version. Mostly because Tooie has some really bad performance issues on N64. And Xbox completely gets rid of that, and like all the loading is instant, which Tooie also has a problem of just really insane load times for map transitions, so but yeah, I feel like NSO, I mean NSO basically has no lag either, but NSO kind of struggles with pretty much the same loading time as N64, which is why I would probably give it to Xbox. Damn, that was very close. But I think for speedruns, I prefer NSO just because of how many cool glitches there are on like the US version of the game compared to what Xbox is based on. But yeah, I guess we'll also see whatever kid. Tooie NSO fixes the load time issue. What are you talking about, like general loading or just like a specific thing? Because Tooie NSO has like slightly faster loads, but it's nothing compared to what Xbox has. So, but yeah, I do agree that yeah, like NSO is basically the best of both worlds, where you're getting no lag, and then you're getting the speedrun tricks with it, so. Which, you know, Xbox just kind of has a lot of... Are you serious? what the hell is my problem with 450 skip? It's literally the same glitch. I can get FP early every fucking try, but I can't get 450 skip? Like, chat, am I going crazy? Like, it's the same glitch. It's the same fucking glitch. Like, what? Like, why can't I get it? What is my problem? It's not, it's just the, like, what? Like, what? Like, what is different about this compared to FP early? Like, what? The game, man, the game is just fucking with me. Super hard. Placebo effect, I know. It's like, it's the same thing, though. It's like, what? If you say, and 64 is so better, the glitch might work. Wouldn't that be the opposite? Like, shouldn't I say, like, I think Xbox is the superior version? Then it would let me, then the game would be like, okay, you're good, bro. You can do it. But obviously, I don't really think it's, like, superior. I just think it's, at least Tooie is better than most of the other versions. But we'll see once Evercade comes out, because if Evercade, you know, it's got its tech skip for Tooie, it's got basically no lag, it's got instant loading. Like, oh boy. And it has bonus content too, like beta shit, like, oh, that's gonna be... That might dethrone Xbox for me. I have yet to pre-order the double pack, though. I've yet to do it. I need to do it. I have time to, obviously, because it comes out in, like, still in 2 months. But... Okay, yeah, I was not paying attention, and I, like, pressed start way too fucking late, bro. So Snaky Drips. I don't know if I'm your papa, but how's it going? So I have tried it, like, on the VSR. My NSO controller doesn't work, but I've heard reports that a USB adapter for an OEM works, apparently, so... That is interesting, because it does support third-party controllers, because I did get my Xbox controller. The one I'm using right now actually works on my VSR, so... But yeah, there's like some, apparently there's some like issues with how much power the VSR has, because it doesn't really have that much. Like the power supply is very weak, and so I don't think it can like charge controllers or like bring power to controllers that much. Like, I don't know, it's very odd. But that's just what we have to deal with. At least for now, unless they make a new console or something, which would be kind of cool. Because I think this came out, the VSR came out in 2021. So it is coming up on around being 6 years old, so I think it could probably get some more juice, I guess, and maybe like a new version of it, or like a sequel to the VSR, VSR 2. Now that would be sick. 6 or 7 years old? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I need to get an adapter for it. Although I am pretty fine playing the game on an Xbox controller, considering I'm doing it right now. But, I guess we'll see how the controls end up being. So I think it's just gonna have, like, the camera like it does on here. But I think on the Super Pocket, the camera's pretty slow, so it's a lot slower than this version. I kind of prefer, like, the camera being, fucking hell, being pretty fast. So, I actually don't know how much time that loses, so that it might be worth to just continue the run and just tank the 40 seconds. You know, like I do with FP early. I think it just loses more time than 40 seconds. I think that loses like a minute or something crazy. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing some runs on the new version, or I guess new versions of BK and BT. We'll see how serious I take it, because I don't know like how good the Evercade version's gonna be. Like it could potentially be like pretty rough for speedrunning if like certain things don't work, so. Yeah, I mean, if Evercade ever found DDA, that'd be pretty cool. Or if Evercade, I guess, like, if someone found DDA on Evercade. I think I was, like, trying to do the button inputs for DDA on the Super Pocket, and it just didn't work. Like, the feature where you can, like, or I don't even know if it might be a bug, but, the thing where you can, like, cycle between the demos just doesn't work on the Super Pocket, so I don't know, and I don't think the camera gets manipulated if you move it, so. What the fuck? Are you serious, bro? That's crazy. I never get hit there. Am I, like, what? Yeah, yeah, that fan blade is serious. I've actually talked to him. I've actually had a chat, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't want TSR Storm getting a PB. That would be atrocious, and I don't want to do that. Nope. And 64 lax sign-ins. I guess so. But there's a lot of cool things you can do with signing out and signing in, especially in Tooie for speedruns. Because it takes you back to the beginning of the, you know, it takes you to the intro map or whatever, the boot map. You can do some really fast resets and stuffs. Would have been awesome having internet back then on those consoles. But on like, oh, on the N64, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I guess now we have NSO, which lets you play basically most N64 games online, so it would be cool if you could like boot up into like a public GoldenEye match, though. That'd be sick. Because like right now I think it's only limited to like playing with your friends, so random lobbies would be crazy for like Banjo-Tooie multiplayer and GoldenEye. Like that'd be so funny. We need like ranked GoldenEye lobbies. I did actually make a tweet like a couple months ago, like asking if people were interested in like a Banjo-Tooie multiplayer tournament, and a lot of people actually were. Like it got a fair amount of attention, so I think it would be kind of funny to do something like that in the future. Just for like fun, or I don't know, something. We would maybe have to like create like a rule set maybe, but I don't know. That Banjo-Tooie multiplayer is just not that competitive. Dude, especially like Tower of Tragedy, that's just like fucking spamming the B button until got a Banjo character. That actually is kind of true, because that's like that one guy from GoldenEye that's like really short. Are we banning the glitch where you can just rapid fire grenades? That might be a little bit too overpowered. It is kind of funny though. I was doing that with some of my IRLs. We were playing Tooie multiplayer, and I was doing that rapid fire grenade glitch, and I was just the game was lagging so fucking much because we were playing on N64, and man, dude, like Tooie is just a game that I don't know how that shit runs on the 64, because odd job. Yeah, there you go. Maybe once the PC port comes out, like that would be a great avenue to do something like that, I feel, because NSO is just a bit rough, especially like having to deal with like the lag and stuff if you're like in a totally different part of the world. So Tiny is OP. I don't know, maybe. I've never really played that much of DK64 multiplayer. Yeah, that does actually mean you can. I could totally forgot. Yeah, you could play DK64 multiplayer online, I think, which is pretty cool. Dude. Lanky's the busted one? Interesting. Dude. No. Dude! The note. What am I doing? Dude! I don't know, is it better to go over here? Yeah, that would be kind of cool, especially for Tooie, because Donkey Kong was supposed to be playable in Tooie as a stop and swap reward. Fun fact. God, awful. I wonder if, like, if Stop and Swap was fully implemented, like, what they would have changed Donkey Kong into in Tooie. Like, for Xbox, I mean. I know there's a Donkey Kong doll in the game that Goggles holds, but that wasn't changed at all on Xbox. Okay, see, I can get this first try, but yeah, no, just 450 skip just seems like the hardest trick in the game, I guess. Yeah, dude, that pipe is so annoying. There's like a better way of evading him, but I don't know. I've never learned it. I know how Thunder does that section, and he does it in a very optimal way that I just don't understand. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Dude, can I get this today? No. Dude, use it, please. Man, today's just not my day. I've been having such bad runs. I haven't got a single run to Quick Lock It early yet. Because I've just been failing 450 skip for the past fucking hour. That's like the main thing I need to practice, is just fucking Click Clockwood early. That shit is like will be the death of me during that run. During my hacks run. It is pretty cool that, like, Evercade changes the Game Boy and Foselect to be a Super Pocket. Ah, dude. Sucking at this too. I've just been sucking at everything, man. Like, the whole early game is just so terrible today. Like, just nothing good. Damn, 21 fucking seconds. That's crazy. That is true. He would probably be holding one of those. There we go. That almost didn't work. Yeah, that's just not that hard of a trick, so like, just dumb that I've been failing it. Like, that's not the trick I need to worry about. The trick that's coming up here in like 30 seconds I need to worry about. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna miss a loading zone. I was like, I jumped way too early. Come on. That's pretty bad RNG, but... Come on. Please. Holy crap, that is just fucking awful, dude. Oh my god. This run is just, like, complete dog shit, bro. Holy. I don't even I think I've messed up the... yeah. Bro! Ugh. I should low-key practice, though, like, having to deal with this guy. I mean, there's not really that much to practice, it's literally just RNG. Okay, yeah, he was not anywhere near me. Cool. B. Dude. Dude, please. Holy. This way. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna check something real quick, actually. I thought they closed at 11 p.m. Why does everything close so freaking early, man? I mean, it's not that early, but... It's just like, shit used to be 24 hours back in the good old days, before COVID. So annoying. Oh, I think, oh, yeah, Smith's actually closes at midnight. That's so weird. You would think that they would be open. Later, but... Damn, that's an old photo. What the hell? That's like early 2000s. I'm looking at Google Maps at my local grocery store, and I'm like, what the hell? Hey, what's up, Blue Moose? Thanks for good luck. Appreciate that. Low-key might go down to... Yeah, because I didn't realize I was open until midnight. Alright, let's do another run. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. Like, my goal for, like, every stream I do, I always try to go for 3 hours. At minimum. Which is why, like, I probably would go live every day if I could, like, stream for, like, 30 minutes to an hour, but I just don't want to go live and stream for, like, only an hour, because I don't know. It's kinda, I think it kind of just hurts retention. People watching, like, they want to join the stream and they want to, like, be in the stream for, like, an hour or two more, so... And I just don't want to, like, immediately leave. That's definitely annoying, like, as, like, a Twitch viewer myself, so... And just, I guess, a YouTube stream viewer, I don't know. Yeah, thanks for blessing the run, Buzzard. Appreciate that. Hopefully, this run is blessed, because, a lot of these runs have not been blessed, unfortunately. They're not very good, so... Yeah, I honestly do wonder when Tooie Recomp's gonna come out, because that could be pretty soon, so... NY Cleo. Cursing the run, damn. Now we're just back to square one. You meant to bless it? Okay, uncancelled. Uncancelled. Now the run is blessed. Yeah, Blue Moose, you gotta get that. You gotta bop N64, cause dude, it's crazy. Like, I did not realize like how close Xbox is with N64. Still, I thought it was like, I thought with the new route for N64, maybe like Xbox would be like a lot slower. Dude, why am I at 1 HP? And ugh. Alright, hit like. Wonderful, dude. I pressed the B button and they just fucking didn't want to attack because he attacked me frame 1. Yeah, because like, wise guy. Okay, this is what I was told. I don't remember who I was told it by. But I know for sure it was somebody that was like, maybe he was Wise Guy himself or the team, like Dario. But I think he said that Tooie Recomp was supposed to come out with BK Recomp at the same time. It was supposed to be like in the same launcher. You're supposed to be able to mod both games with like maybe not the same mods, but like very similar ones. But the curse worked. No. What's up, Punish Black Fox? But yeah, they were supposed to come out at the same time. So maybe Tooie is more complete than we think. But I don't know. Wise Guy's been pretty much MIA for like half a year at this point. So I don't know when he's gonna come back or even finish it, or I don't know if he wants to, because apparently he was supposed to come out with Ocarina of Time Recomp and that hasn't happened yet, so like, I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that like nobody's vibe coded that yet. An OT recomp. Unless maybe I don't know about it, but with all these like fucking recomp AI shit like that's been coming out, like I'm surprised. Really surprised. I guess Tooie as well, because like someone could just take Tooie into their own hands, or I guess use a fucking Claude to make it, but I don't know. Oh. There has been some pretty good work though with 2E Decomp, I will say that. I was just in Giant Jigglypuff's stream, and I'm also in the Decomp Discord for a lot of the rare games, and there's been a lot of activity when it comes to 2E, so I'm glad to see it. Kind of interesting though, because since Wise Guy's been gone for a little bit, Zenpock has been like the main keeper of the repository. Like we've kind of just switched over to Zenpock's repository because it's more updated and has like way more progress than the current one. And everyone's just kind of been updating that work, I guess. Which is pretty interesting. Am I still in school? I actually graduated from college a couple months ago in May. So Quad code recomp, yeah. I mean, I've said this several times on stream, but like, depending on how it's used and who's actually using it, like I'm pretty like agnostic, I guess, about AI use. Like there's not like, I don't think all AI is immediately bad. And that doesn't mean that I think all AI is good. I think a lot of the uses are just complete bullshit, but I might just fucking do this room like this during my fucking run, because I'm too scared. But, there is a lot of good uses, I think. And also a lot of bad uses, but I actually think there's probably more bad uses than good, but you know what I mean. I just like, there's a scale to it, I think. I have no idea what that is, winged pick. No idea. And I feel like jump. Yeah, I'm good. Nuance takes are not allowed with AI. I know, like, dude, okay, so I made a tweet the other day. It was like 2 days ago now. About Smash 64 being 100% decompiled. It's actually my best performing tweet of all time. It has 10,000 likes, which is pretty crazy. For something I made in like 2 fucking minutes. But, I guess, yeah, it's Smash, so it makes sense, but, there was a lot of replies and a lot of threads of just people arguing about AI. And man, Twitter is just, oh my god, bro. Like, can we all just calm down, guys? Like, can everyone that has a Twitter account just like, can we just calm down and agree to disagree and not like, you know, attack each other and call each other names? Like, come on, guys. I wish the internet was just more civil, man. It's like, it's just sad to see. But then, like, the same person that will act really rude on Twitter, like, in real life, they're just like, they don't ever act like that at all. Like, it's just so dumb. Yeah, I know a lot of people, especially in the speedrun community, have moved over to Blue Sky. I have a Blue Sky account as well. I only post on there if it has to do with speedruns, because I kind of just use Twitter now as like a news source, or like not a news source, but like I get my news from a lot of places, but like personally for Banjo-Kazooie news, I push shit on there to post, and I posted the Smash thing because the only reason why I posted that is because Banjo's in Smash, so I thought it was relevant to what I usually tweet. He's not in Smash 64, but he's in the genre. He's in the franchise. Yeah, there was a really funny reply. Like, somebody said like fuck you, I'm contacting Nintendo. Like, this is theft. And like there was like fucking 30 replies of people just like posting that one like meme of that guy like being like, you know, get away from my billion-dollar corporation. How dare you? It's like, bro, it's like, I mean, I don't know how legal decomps are. Like, it's just a legal gray area. Nobody really knows. There's been action taken with decomps, like the Mario 64 one, for example. Maybe the OT one as well. I don't really remember, but it's mostly been pretty chill. Nobody's like, I don't think Nintendo, like they're pretty much focused on Switch emulation right now as like the main DMCA takedown. Like that's what they got their ninjas doing, so I don't think they're too worried about a fucking Super Smash Bros. 64 port. Maybe they are. It is one of their major franchises, but I mean, they haven't done anything with Mario Kart. Like, that's probably bigger than Smash, so like... like, there's been several Mario Kart 64 ports, right? So... just very silly. People on Twitter think they work at Nintendo. Probably, honestly. I don't get people with that perspective. I really don't. If you don't work at the company, or like, it's just what, like, why are you defending like a multi-billion-dollar corporation? Like, sorry, it's just dumb. They have fucking hundreds of lawyers that can defend themselves, so you don't have to defend... You defending them for free is... I don't know. Especially when they do scummy things sometimes, like... It's just a waste of breath, honestly. Twitter's my uncle. That's what I said in the fucking Banjo Discord, because I was showing off that tweet, because I thought it was just so crazy what people were saying. I was like, dude, Twitter replies is like sitting with your uncle during Thanksgiving dinner that's had too many beers and having like a conversation about politics. Like, that's literally just every Twitter comment section. Yeah, maybe. But like, again, they don't make like any... I don't really think they make that much money off of NSO. I think people just get NSO so that they can get the online, and then like, I don't know, like, I am actually interested in how much... I did it again. I am interested in how much money they actually make from the expansion pack part of NSO, because, like, obviously I care about the expansion pack and I pay for it, but... I don't know how much the general public really cares about it, to be honest. And I wish it was just Virtual Console where you buy the game, because it would be really nice to actually own Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on Switch. Not gonna lie. Would be pretty cool. It did almost get me. It almost got me. That is true. You own nothing and you will be happy. That's actually kind of why, though. Like, I'm kind of glad that Evercade got their hands on Banjo, because like, it is really cool to actually have like the first physical version of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie since the Nintendo 64 version. Isn't that crazy? Every single re-release of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie since then has been digital. Now you may be saying, you may think that, oh, Rare Replay, that is a physical disc. You can buy that. You can get that physically. But you're wrong, because those games are not actually on the disc. You actually have to download them through the internet. You get the license to play them digitally. You don't actually own the games physically. They're not on the disc. So once those servers go out, good luck playing Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on Rare Replay. So but with Evercade, if for some, stupid, God forbid reason they go under, or they, I don't know, they just stop supporting a certain console, like, you'll always be able to play your Evercade cartridge, on that console, because you physically own it. Because Evercade does not require you to connect to the internet to play any of their games, which is really cool. And every single one of their games, they're physical. They actually don't have a digital store on their consoles. You have to buy all their games physically. Which honestly is a very powerful position to be in right now when it comes to the console market and the industry, because everyone's moving away from physical. I mean, Sony's doing it, Microsoft is doing it. I know they just... Can I get this fucking glitch? Like, holy dude. I know Microsoft just today announced their disc digital feature, but I mean that's not really like... They're not gonna have a disk drive on the Helix on their next console. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. So we're gonna be in a future where everything is digital, everything's a license, they can revoke it anytime they want. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to live in that world, so. Oh yeah, I mean, that's like a pretty big reason why they, yeah. I mean, the biggest reason, obviously, is because nobody buys physical anymore. I'm sorry, it's just, the reason is not because, oh yeah, like, okay, 50% of people buy digital, 50% of people buy physical. Like, no, it's like 90% of people buy... I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Like, everyone buys digital. Nobody buys physical anymore. That's just how it is. They're not gonna change... They didn't change to only digital because they want to destroy the secondhand market. That's a plus, obviously. That's gonna happen once they, start doing digital only, but the main reason is just because they don't want to spend money on creating new consoles with disk drives, and they don't want to have to pay for physical media, and yeah, so that's the main reason. It's not because, okay, yeah, we're gonna completely wipe out the secondhand market. Like, the legitimate reason is because they just, that's just how it is, but, they obviously want, it's a very good reason, though. Like, that's like a bonus. That's the little bonus that they get once they destroy physical. So, is the fact that they don't have to deal with, like, you have to buy, like, every game for full fucking price. So, there's no bargaining, there's nothing like that whatsoever. You know, it would be a pretty cool feature. Did I just go back to FP? What the fuck am I doing? Wait, no, I was right. Wait, no. That I don't even remember what I'm doing. Yeah, I just did FP. Okay, I was like, dude, I am so locked into this conversation that I'm not focusing on the run. I'm just autopiloting. Unfortunate, but. Goldfish memory. Now it's just like me not focusing. That's what's happening. But Yeah. They're doing all digital. They gotta make the console have like 100 gigabytes of free. Oh, they need more than that. If they're doing digital only, you're gonna need like 2 terabytes. But I hope that because they get rid of the disk drive, I hope that maybe a positive effect of getting rid of the disk drive is that this is not going to happen under capitalism, but this is probably just a fantasy, but I hope that the consoles have more storage at the same price because of that. But knowing how the fucking world works, they're gonna want you to pay more for a console that has more storage capacity without a disk drive than it would be with the console with a disk drive. So, that's just how it works, unfortunately. Yeah, like, what's your advantage over PC, you know, like, at that point? It's just, a console is just a pre-built PC with, you know, it's dumb. And then once you start putting every game that you own, like Xbox, on every fucking console, like, what's the point of getting an Xbox? And that's kind of their problem right now, is that what is the point of getting an Xbox if you can just play everything that Xbox has on a different console? What's up, a Whitmore? Yeah, no diss, no buy, yeah. Man, it's a weird future we're heading into. But I do think like companies like Evercade are gonna come out with stuff and people are gonna be like, yeah, that's really cool. Like, we need a console, we need an alternative with physical media. And that could maybe put a dent in the, you know, video game, the big three. Please? Okay. What is this move, man? Okay. Because there's a lot of people that, like, outcry about physical only. This is the problem. The problem is that 90% of people buy their games digitally. That's the problem. Like, it's the consumer demand. Like, if people actually did buy their physical stuff, like media, and like maybe could do it more, and you know, then we'd probably be fine. But like, there's just no way people are doing that. It's just it's too convenient, unfortunately, to buy a game digitally, not having to go to the store, just having to put in your fucking credit card and then press a button, boom, the game downloads and you got it. So it's just very convenient, and that's why we can't have good things in this world. Yeah, they'll definitely lose a lot of aura, for sure. And like, dude, I'm gonna fucking miss midnight releases, bro. I mean, they're pretty much already there, but like, man, dude, I had some really great memories, like going in to like buy Mario Odyssey at midnight, and like talking with all the people in the line about the game, and it's just nice to talk to people in person about a game you like. So I also did that for Smash, dude, and oh, it's just such a good time, such a good time. And now it's like, I remember when Tears of the Kingdom came out. Not Breath of the Wild, but yeah, Tears. when that came out. And man, dude, that fucking midnight release was just so depressing. There was like no hype, dude. Like I swear, like it's like, oh, this new Zelda game's coming out, and I just like I'm sitting, you know, at my desk downloading the game, and it doesn't feel the same, bro. It just does not feel the same. There's no aura, dude. There's no aura with getting a game at fucking midnight on your couch. Like, come on. There's nothing there, bro. I don't know. You don't feel as special. Let's just say that. You just don't feel as special. No, yeah, I mean that's how a lot of kids nowadays, that's how they feel about like Blockbuster. They're like, wait, you had to go to the store to rent a movie? Like you didn't just go on your TV and rent it with like 2 clicks a button? Like what? That's a thing? Like, dude, video games are gonna be the same way. They're gonna be like, they're not even gonna comprehend the fact that like there can even be physical media. Like what? Yeah, back in my day, you could actually hold the video game. It wasn't on some server in Bangladesh. It was in your hand. But yeah, I'm honestly like, I do wonder how good cloud streaming is gonna get, because that's definitely been like slept on. I feel like, I don't know, when it comes, because like a lot of these companies tried it, and I mean I think Google tried it with Stadia, and then they had to shut it down because nobody liked it. And then I mean there's still, you know, Amazon Luna, which is still a thing. I don't know how that's still fucking running. I guess because they're on Fire Stick, they actually can get users, but yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I wonder at one point, or at some point, it'll be as good as just playing natively, and like, I wonder what that world's gonna look like, because they're gonna love that. Like, oh, you can't modify the game at all? Oh boy, they're gonna love that shit. It's like DRM on fucking steroids, you know? Yeah, like, dude, nowadays, like, I haven't been to one, like, been to a midnight release, but I feel like just people don't want to do it anymore because they want to get the game as fast as possible, and they want to, like, be on the game before anybody else. And if you go to the midnight release, you know, you'll have to get there, wait in line, you know, pick it up, go home, and then play. But like with pre-ordering it nowadays digitally, like you can even, like, I think sometimes download the game before it even releases, and so like once midnight hits and it's released, you can just immediately play it. So it's just, that's the problem. It's just so convenient. It's too convenient. I definitely do regret, though, not getting Tears of the Kingdom physically. That was back when physical was the same price as digital, and like, I could have maybe waited like Or I could have gotten it, like, at GameStop or something, and... Man, I really enjoyed that game when it came out, though. I played that for, like, a fucking month straight, dude. That was the only thing I played for, like, a month. I had, like... I think I had 100 hours in that game, like, the first, like, fucking week, dude. It was... I'll tell you, it was kind of bad, bro. It was kind of bad. That was, like... I came out, like, right when summer break hit for me. Like, I think in my last year of high school, and oh my god, dude. I just played that for a fucking whole month, dude. That was the only thing I did. Oh, cheers to the kingdom. Oh, nice. I've heard about just some horror stories though about Amazon. Actually, I've gotten a game on it. What was it again? I've gotten a game on Amazon. I remember it was a Switch game. What was it? I don't remember. I know I got one on Amazon now. Oh, it was 3D All Stars. That's right. Yeah, I got 3D All Stars on Amazon. Yeah, 3D All Stars. And it took them until, like, because it came out on, like, a Friday. And I was, like, expecting it, like, Friday morning. It took them until, like, fucking Monday for it to come. And I was super pissed off. But that was in, like, the middle of COVID, so I get it. But, like, it was kind of disappointing. Having to wait and watch other people play it. Younger, yo, banjo enjoyers. I don't know. I mean, I'm like pretty young compared to other people in the community, so people are pretty shocked when I tell them how old I am. So you could probably figure it out by the fact that I told you exactly when my senior year of high school was. Oh! Yeah, I just been sucking on my RBB. I'm not like too focused with the game right now. I'm just been yapping. Oh! Damn, we got somebody younger than me in the chat? What the fuck? In a Banjo-Kazooie stream, there's someone younger than me. Senior citizen? No, I mean, I think most people in the Banjo community are around the late 20s to mid 30s range. That's just how it is, because that's when people, like, I didn't grow up with the N64 version. I grew up with this version. So on this exact Xbox I'm playing on right now. I did actually have an N64 though, but I never played Banjo on it until, like, stop doing that. I keep doing the wrong movement. I never played it until, like, I started speedrunning it on N64, because I got the whole setup for Mario 64 16 star. And I was like, oh yeah, I have Banjo, like, I'm gonna play Banjo on the CRT with good controller, no input delay. And then I played it, 100%ed it, and I was like, damn, I actually really like this game. I think it's pretty good. I want to keep playing it, and so I was like, I'll learn any percent, you know, that's pretty standard in most games, just learn any percent. And then they were like, I went in the Discord and they're like, are you fucking insane? Why do you want to learn any percent? That is like the hardest category. And I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna learn any percent. So I learned any percent, and then the rest is kind of history. I jumped to category, and I've been kind of just been on any percent for both games, so. But yeah. Hopefully I'll be doing some hundo soon. Because I actually do want to like grind out BK hundo. On which console kind of just depends on how good Evercade is. If it's like objectively the faster version, then I'll probably grind out hundo on Evercade, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. If I get to hundo before Evercade comes out, though, I will probably play it on N64. Because I think N64 is faster than Xbox for no FFM. So. Yeah, that's how it usually is. That's how it usually be. But yeah, I probably should do. I'm gonna turn this into a no reset. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because we got an hour left until we hit the 3 hour mark. So at this point, I need to just like lock in and do a no reset for practice. Dude, holy fuck, dude, I'm just so terrible at this. No, dude, no, motherfucker. Okay, don't hit the fucking sled, please. Okay, I'm losing like 20 fucking seconds. Probably more. Yeah, I usually don't like commenting on my age too much, just because, I don't know, it might make people, I can't talk. It might, make people uncomfortable, I guess. I don't know, because there's a lot of older people in here, and they're like, oh my god, I'm watching a fucking kid, bro. I get it. I'm not like super young though. I'm not like I did start out pretty young though in the banjo community, I guess, but there's a lot of people my age though, I will say, that are in the banjo community. It's not exclusively 30-year-olds. Big yikes. Big yikes for this FB. Yeah, come on. That is way too far out. No, dude, I fucking voided out. So I actually got into the loading zone, but it interrupted the loading transition when I touched the out of bounds part. Damn. That can happen. Fuck, dude. I actually got it, but then it like it's so dumb. I hate that shit, bro. Hopefully we have enough feathers. But yeah, you may be maybe a little bit too old to know this reference, but like I don't know, back in the day, Mario 64 DS, when everyone was playing that shit. Let me tell you about Waluigi as an unlockable character. Cause that shit was like the fucking that rumor just, oh my god, that would have been the main rumor. I feel like the most popular rumor on the goddamn playground was if Waluigi was in Mario 64 DS as an unlockable character, which he's not. But man, that was the shit, let me tell you. There we go. Exactly, yep. That Luigi was playable. Which they weren't too wrong about, I'm gonna be honest, because he was supposed to be in the game, but he kinda got, dude, kinda got axed, but I don't think Waluigi was ever planned, so maybe it was. Dude, can you like fucking get the goddamn? Which one is this? This one. I forgot which fucking part of the tree. This is what I'm gonna have to deal with during my run, I think, is just doing this like 3 or 4 times and losing like 4 or 5 minutes and then having to be like, great, I'm gonna have to block the fucking to get a sub hour. Gotta wait a second. Alright, hopefully... No! Damn. Yeah, like, failing it there is really bad. Because you are just not close. Where is it? It's this one. No, it's this one. It is this one. Oh my god. I mean, it's like not the biggest deal if I go over estimate, because like my estimate is already pretty high compared to my PV. So like if I do go over estimate, it's probably not going to be by like too much, but maybe a 64 remake, maybe. I could see that happening, but especially with what they've been doing with Star Fox and Ocarina of Time, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Alright. That was okay, but those final punch cancels weren't too good. Ugh. 55, 37. Alright. Honestly, with how bad this run is, like, that's still pretty decent for what we're dealing with here. Yeah, that is true, yeah. So we're getting, like... They didn't really call the new Star Fox game, like a Star Fox 64 remake. Because, like, when that officially got announced for the first time when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, maybe a new Star Fox game, but just, like, kind of inspired by Star Fox 64? No, it's literally Star Fox 64. It quite literally is just a fucking repaint on Star Fox 64. Everything in every level is the exact same, I'm pretty sure. Like, design-wise. Would not be surprised if it's literally just if it's built upon the 64 version's source code. Like OT3D and MM3D. Like, it is pretty similar. Like, might as well at that point just call it, like... I guess it wouldn't make sense to call it Star Fox 64. You know, like... It'd be a bit silly. Too, but... Especially when it's, like, not on Nintendo 64. So... I get it, but, like... You could just name it Star Fox 64 just so that people know they're not buying a new game. So... Could just do us a favor, you know. You could do the marketing team a favor there. Why am I in fucking spring, dude? I've never done that. What the hell? I just like completely autopiloted going back into spring because I thought it was like I was done with autumn. That is so stupid. What the hell am I doing? I think I might have to... It's probably the same amount of time... No, I mean... What am I doing? I'm thinking this is spring as well. What the fuck? I'm just gonna skip this split. I'm skipping the entirety of Rockwood. Wonderful, dude. That's gonna happen. Guarantee. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's just gonna happen during the marathon run. At PAX, 1000%, I'm just gonna start fucking doing random shit out of muscle memory. Because I'm like focusing on talking. And like, yeah, that's just gonna happen. Like 100%. Yeah, I hope so. I hope the OT remake's good. It's just gonna piss people off either way. If it's good, people are gonna complain that it's too different. If it's too similar, they're gonna complain that it's not different enough. That's just the cycle of being, or of, pretty much of like every freaking remake on the planet. That's what you just gotta have to deal with. Like, comparing and contrasting will just be fucking out of the roof. But they should totally add an option to skip cutscenes in the OT remake, just saying. That'd be sick. Dude, thank God, like, not most of the cutscenes, but like, some of the cutscenes in 2E are skippable. Like, thank fuck, dude. It's still not enough, obviously, because that game has like an hour worth of cutscenes, and I think the 100% speedrun, it has quite literally an hour of the 4-hour speedrun is just you watching cutscenes. No joke. That is what happens in that game. Dude, what could be really bad is if I accidentally leave the level early. If I do that, it's like game over, I think. Because there's no like backup to get back into Cook Lockwood early, unless I like go all the way down to TTC and like enter the cheat. That would just lose like fucking 10 minutes, dude. That'd be really bad. So I'll definitely have a backup file, but like, holy, I'm really scared that that might happen. Best part, no ace. True, but in those games, I know I got a washing machine. Dude. I will say though, most, you know what's really weird? I don't think the like sound effect plays like there's a sound effect that plays when you get the washing machine. Like a boom 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 boom. But that doesn't happen on Xbox. That's weird. I should see if that actually happens on Evercade. I don't think I've gotten. No. I don't think I've gotten washing machine on Evercade though. Yeah, it is. I think it's more than an hour. It's like 78 minutes or something. It's like actually ridiculous. Like, we get it, Rare. You can make cutscenes in a fucking video game. Like, it's cool. We get it. But, like, we don't have to watch, like, fucking, like, 10,000 of them. Ugh. We get it. You're good at what you do. But, like, you don't have to make, like, a million of them. No, dude. Why? That was just bad movement. I was not fucking with that movement. No DDA on Evercade. Yeah, I've tried it. It doesn't work. It was like one of the first things I did when I booted up the game. Shit got patched, yo, or it just doesn't work because it's whatever changes they did on Xbox just doesn't apply to N64. Or like because Evercade is pretty similar to the N64 version in terms of like UI and how the game functions, I feel. It is just pretty much like a PC port, I guess. It's pretty vanilla to a point, obviously, but like there's no note saving. Like, can I? Dude, please. Oh my god. We're losing like fucking 40 seconds. Let's go, dude. Sub hour is mine. Yeah, I do hope I can get a sub hour, because that would be pretty cool in a marathon to get a sub hour for the first time ever. I was really close to getting sub hour when I'm just not gonna get that note. I was really close when I did like a hotfix run. I don't know if that counts because it's like online, but I did a hotfix run like a week before my SDQ run last year. Of this category specifically, before Quick Lock But Early was discovered, and dude, holy crap. I need that, or I'm just gonna get the one. I don't know what to do. I can get that one maybe on the way out, but hold on, dude. No. I held left for like 2 frames longer than I should have. Yeah, I like recomp, yeah, definitely. But like there is a lot of like interesting changes, but they didn't even change like any of the textures. Like they're pretty much the exact same as in 64. Except for the fonts. With the bold fonts they changed. But they didn't change anything else texture-wise. Unless if you count like the Game Boy on Power Select, but yeah, it's or I mean I guess the Super POG on Power Select on there, but dude, I don't know, I've been sucking at this. Dude, 2A presses, please. I don't know. You know what else could be changed in Banjo-Tooie? What's Crispy Bacon holding in Atlantis? That's a Game Boy. That's a Game Boy color with I think like a camera on it. Just saying. We got the Super Pocket in BK. Maybe it could be in there too. Yeah, that was just fucking awful, dude. Come on. Come on. Mrs. Poggy, yeah, I mean, maybe that could happen, I don't know. That would be a pretty controversial change, though, I think. Although, at the same time, I don't know. The thing itself in the game is pretty controversial, but... I mean, not really, but... I don't see anybody, like... complaining about it, like, it's like one of the... main sins of the game, but... I mean, I will say, like... Humba Wumba as a character is a, you know, I mean, that's kind of... It's a bit, well, what's the right word, like, is it like cultural appropriation or something? I mean, if we're really gonna talk about something like that, I mean, they could definitely change that, but that would be a pretty big change, though, but... Game ruined without domestic abuse. I'm not playing, dude. I gotta play the N64 version because I gotta see Boggy beat his kid, or Mrs. Boggy beat her kids. Like, that would be such a silly, like, fucking reason. I've heard sillier though. Just saying. For stuff like changed on the Xbox version. Ruby, yeah, that is true. Yeah, well, we're about to go visit Ruby. Not gonna talk to him, but that is true. Yeah, I don't even think like in Nuts and Bolts she like her normal outfit. Like, she's not even Native American, I don't think, in Nuts and Bolts. I think they did like purposely change her design a little bit to like not have that issue, but it honestly wasn't terrible. I mean, this is green. Yeah, nothing really bad happened, actually, so that kind of makes sense. Usually I've been having some really bad gobies. I'm just expecting to be behind, but... not today. One A press, dingus. Ugh. Why did I press it twice? There we go. Come on. No, that's really bad. Fuck. You don't want that. That's a big no-no. Okay, yeah, I was like, I'll grab the extra life, right? For some reason I just thought I didn't. Oh, fucking course. Can't skip that one. Pretty bad BGS. I mean, we're losing time anyways because we need the extra note, but... We'll see how this goes. Fortunately, we're playing on, the Xbox version, so I'm not too scared of doing clankers with 3 HP, but... I think we'll be fine. I'm hoping that we're at 1 HP out of the saw blade room. Alright. Hi, I'm Gloop. I'm Poop. Ah. Galtz, P14, thanks for the raid, dude. Appreciate that. Hope the stream went well. We're just doing a no reset to end off the night. Yeah, thanks for good luck. Appreciate that. One ray press. No, dude. I think I pressed it. Yeah, I pressed A too fast there. But we know where I'm just gonna fucking die. Bro, I'm just gonna fucking collapse and die here. Nah, not gonna make it. Fuck. Nope, that's it. I'm dead. Ooh, okay, never mind. Oh no, damn it. Fuck. I hate that you can't get up again, bro, after you fail it. It's so annoying. Okay. That was... that's really cool, the couch, yeah. I wish my parents were like more into video games, or like would have helped me out with certain shit. I would have probably beaten a lot more games. I'm gonna be honest, my parents helped me. To cancel B flight like it is in Tooie? I don't think it is. You can't cancel B flight in Tooie. The same as this game, I think. The only thing different about the B is that he's faster. I think if you press the B button, he's faster than he normally is in this game. And he can shoot, so. Oh, if it was... Okay, I get ya. I did make a mod, though, for Recomp. I'll let you do that. Just saying, just saying. Listen to BK, but not Tooie, but maybe. Well, the problem with Tooie, though, I set the cancel B flight thing to the Z button. So, I would have to change that in Tooie, because that's the button for shooting, so... Nice. Alright, that's not the best, but I will take it. Ah, dude. Land. Land. Ah. Damn. Get out of my way, bitches! Dude, stop camping the fucking note, dude. Oh my god. Okay. Holy shit. Damn, that sucks. That's not gonna be good for TTC. Do-do-do-do. Ah, my ass. Been sitting in my chair for too long. dude. I fucking suck at this movement, dude. Holy. We are losing. Actually, not like a fuck ton of time, but still pretty bad. I think honestly, it's the play to just get healthier. Dude, please. Could have actually made the cut through Brintilda because I already talked to her. Oh, shut up, Ronnie. Shut up, Ronnie. It would actually be faster to get the honey hive there, like right where I was, because it's like it's right there. Like I can just peck it. No, oh my god, dude. That's crazy. I will say though, like, if I'm missing a note somewhere, or like missing a couple notes somewhere, that could be really bad. Because I only have one like note, like, because I don't get the one, I get 99 in here, and I don't get the one like near that loading zone in the middle of the level. like really slow. But yeah, that would be pretty bad. So yeah, I'm probably gonna like maybe route in. Like, I could just route in the like the mansion mumbo notes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what button I would change it to. Maybe the L button. That's probably the solution right there. Just anything like that, just put it on the L button. Or even the D-pad, I don't know. Well, D-pad wouldn't really make sense, because it's not really used by anything else. Alright, how we looking? 58.42. We can definitely still sub hour, but yeah, I mean, pretty bad, pretty rough run. If all things go according to plan, we can definitely sub hour, but I'm thinking that we're gonna have to deal with a missed dingpot skip and other things. The L button does actually do something with the sub in Tooie, so like it definitely that's probably the button I would change it to be honest. It would be the L button for the instant landing as B. I'm honestly surprised they never thought about that, like as a thing. Where you can just stop flying whenever, like... I don't get it. I don't get it. That is like the hardest picture question in the entire game. I would say. No, it was blue eggs. It's X. No, it was Q, right? Bro, I'm actually having a skill issue. Hammer? Yeah, I guess. I didn't understand the question. Alright. Funky the monkey. Funky Kong? Ooh. Fuck. I don't remember. Dude, I fucking knew it was 8. It's always 8. Every fucking question's 8. I have not had that question in a hot minute, dude. In like a while. Okay, yeah, sub hour's dead. Yeah. Dude, holy fuck. Ugh. I mean, maybe, like, okay, it could be possible. It just depends if I get dingpot skip or not, and I have a good grunty fight. Alright. Give me a grunty text box. Yeah, it is pretty wild. So you have to deal with RNG there, and very annoying. Oh my god, what the hell? That was so weird. Alright, good though. We gotta get sub-hour. It's still possible. Oh yeah, I'm super good on feathers. Okay. Not terrible. Dude, that was really close to hitting me. It's really bad, grunty. I think I am a little bit too far away from the statue during my visual cue. All right, it's looking good. GG's. Damn, I was really close to a goal. If I didn't fuck up at the end there. We got sub-hour! We did it. But yeah, GG's. Cool. Alright. Wow, we just hit the 3-hour mark, literally like when we finished. It's fine. I will take that. Also, I'm kind of proud of myself. I actually did a 3-hour stream today. Especially when I don't usually like to... Oh. Did the YouTube stream crash? What the hell? Has it been live? Seems like it's been live. No? Has it? No? Okay. That's weird. My, like, YouTube tab on my browser where I host the stream, like, crashed or something. I've never seen that. That was weird. Alright. Let's see who's live so we can raid. Because I'm tired. I'm thinking about going to get food. I'm kind of hungry, but... Alright. Just checking up on a few things. TBH. Alright. Wow. It's almost like it's 11 o'clock at night. And I have nobody to raid. Ouija's doing 9-star? What the hell is 9-star? We just making well, those SM64 speedrunners just be making shit up, bro. Category. Let's just fucking do 37-star, yo. I only like collecting 37 stars, so I'm just gonna run that. Oh, it's a category extension? Okay. That is pretty funny, though. But, like, wait. What's the restriction in 9-star? Like, is it just like... Because, like, it's at 8 stars to open up the first door, right? So, like... Why are you getting an extra star? What is that for? Oh! Oh. It's no DDD skip. That's what it is. Okay. Or no, you can't do DDD skip, is what I'm trying to say. 8-star would be DDD skip. 9-star is... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're doing DDD and 9-star, basically. Makes sense. Alright, that makes sense. A lot more sense. Was it just basically any percent no LBLJ? That's the only restriction? That's kind of interesting. Well, I guess you can also do DDD skip, but... No LBLJ, no DDD skip. Okay. Makes sense. I don't know what I'm gonna get for food. I'm probably just gonna go to the grocery store and see what they have. Because they close in like an hour, so... Kind of want to get out of the house anyways, even though it's like fucking nighttime, but... Okay, I'm just gonna... the fucking raid, dude. I don't know. I'll raid Linkarf. Linkarf's doing 16-star. Linkarf also runs Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, so... Definitely go give him a follow, because... Linkarf's pretty good at Tooie Hundo, so... Alright, I'll see y'all later. Bye.